What's up, guys? Welcome to the YouTube channel. My name's Chad Morgan. If you don't know who I am, my name's Chad Morgan, number one. Number two, my mom and dad's names are Francia Morgan and Claire Morgan. And number three, I do fitness things on the internet and much more. I really am much more than just fitness, and this YouTube channel shows all of that. But today's video is going to be about fitness, specifically making fun of fitness videos on the internet. I know that you click this video and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what Chad has to say about everyone and everything on the internet. Well, I don't completely resonate with talking down towards other people. Not my thing. I don't completely resonate with just commenting on strangers' things. Not my thing. So what I'm gonna do is go back and comment on my own videos that I have posted over the last 4+ years of me posting fitness content and see how wrong I used to be, or how maybe right I used to be, and it's gonna be some fun. So let's get into it. I just want this video to be funny as fuck. Okay, here we go. Man, look at this. Look at me right here, man. This was July 5th, 2019. I liked my own photos, and I still do like my own photos because I fucking deserve a like to my own photo. Look at that. I was just a baby boy. 2019, let's go into this triceps workout. Here we go. Cable overhead extension, superset. First and foremost, this is like half chub range of motion. I'm not fully locking out my elbow like I'm supposed to fully contract the tricep. So I don't know what I'm doing there. These tricep push-ups are pretty cool. I'm also just not fully contracting the tricep, so yeah, it's not good. Just a lot of bouncing around. Oh, throw the wink at him, why don't you? What a dog, dude. I thought I was really something. I was really something back then, dude. You know, if you think you're something, you are something. This movement right here, pretty good exercise. I would say getting into this position is a deep stretch. I'm just using a little bit too much momentum, not fully locking out my tricep, and tricep extension machine. I don't know what it is about me not locking out my joint, dude. It just wasn't a thing for me. I just didn't used to do that. Plus, I'm ending these sets like not anywhere near failure at all. Like, I'm starting to decrease range of motion as it's getting harder, and I'm not staying locked in through the pain and actually fully locking out. V-bar push down, not bad here. Not bad here. We'll take it, Chad. I'll give this workout about a 6, and I'll give you a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Let's get into a leg day. This is gonna be fucking brutal, man. Belt squats, 4 sets of 8 to 10. I will say, doing 4 sets of exercises all of the fucking time, especially if you're doing them off other people's shit on Instagram, 4 sets is just way too fucking much. I can handle 4 sets for about 1 week with good technique. I'm not getting as deep as I could here. I did push that set pretty hard though, so I'll give myself that. This sissy hack squat, dude, I thought these were cool because I saw Julian Smith doing them. I only had 25 pounds on this machine. Especially it being the second exercise, this might be an exercise that I would throw in at the end after my quads are pretty pumped, and I would probably do them body weight. Doing them on the hack squat, I thought was cool for Instagram, and that was about that. At this point, I'm 8 sets in to the workout, and I have 4 more sets of already. Dude, I'm like fucking 12 sets in on 3 movements, and I still have more shit to go. I don't know how the fuck I did 4 sets before. Actually, I do know. If you look at my technique, it's just not good, and I'm not pushing things close to failure. Notice how close my feet together are on this RDL, and I'm not flexing my knees much. I'm not bending my knees much at the bottom. So I'm not getting as much of a deep glute stretch as I could be getting, and because my feet are closer together, I'm not getting as much of a stretch as I would if my feet were further out. So this set's just not going anywhere near failure either. So it's just, at this point, I'm just doing fluff volume. Cable rope pull through. Bro, I was doing rope pull throughs. Man, I don't know what else I was doing here besides practicing sex, because I didn't regularly practice sex at this point in my life. Actually, did I have a girlfriend at this time in my life? No, not yet. So that's all I was doing with this exercise. Fuck, dude, at this point, I'm like over 15 sets in. Calf raises, I'm just gonna skip those. I'm not even gonna watch myself train calves. Chest, here we go. Holy fuck, dude, look at this helmet. Look at that. I'm getting shorter like range of motion as the reps go on, bro. Again, my thing was not locking out the elbows. Never did that. Oh, man. Just bouncing up. And, like, the reason why I was hitting that sticking point and that failure point at the end is because I bring the weight down and I'm just fighting momentum on the way back. I'm fighting the dumbbell. I'm not fighting my chest. That was my biggest thing. My biggest struggle was actually growing my chest back then because I never got it into deep enough stretch and pushed using my chest instead of fighting the momentum of the dumbbell up and down. That was bad. These line cable flies, dude, I was just doing shit that I thought was going to get me likes on Instagram, and it sure as hell did. I get more likes on Instagram than I did in 2019 than I do now. Coming down here to the floor, I can't get my chest into a deep enough stretch. So, while this exercise looks pretty sexy, not gonna lie, not enough stretch, plus my elbows are staying too bent here at the contraction. If I brought them together harder, I could contract my chest harder here. Now this incline dumbbell hammer press, not bad, not fucking bad. I was getting myself into a deep, I don't know why I was twisting the dumbbells, but I was actually bringing the dumbbell out wide enough to get a good stretch. Dude, not good on you, Chad. I don't know what you were doing, but you were doing something right there. High to low cable fly. Yeah, just not getting enough stretch, dude. I'm just stopping way too short. But that's cool. Let's keep going. Let's keep going into this push day that I did in San Diego when I traveled. 80-pound dumbbells. Holy fucking shit, dude. I am blasting through those bitches. Getting about 6 inches of total range of motion. Again, failing because I mean, this is like a shoulder and tricep workout at this point. There's not a lot of chest going on there. This pec deck, I had the same problem with not getting my chest into a deep enough stretch. The machine shoulder press, not getting my shoulder deep enough, bouncing around. Lateral raises, 4x8 heavy, then 4x12 to 15 light. I was spamming 8 sets of lateral raises in San Diego, California in the heat of the fucking sun, thinking it was going to go my nuts. Dude, man, oh man, bro. I don't see. That's the thing. When I look back at these workouts that I did so much fucking volume, so much fucking volume, and the execution was just awful. If I went back and I trained with the technique that I do now, there's no way I would have been able to handle this volume, the amount of volume that I did. And I wouldn't doubt it if I didn't actually do this volume and I put it on the internet and I said, hey guys, I did 4 sets. I want to make it a hard workout for you guys without actually doing it myself. I don't know if I did that, but I wouldn't doubt if I did. Let's keep going. Let's go to the videos of the last competition prep, shall we? Let's get into these things. Back day, machine low row. So I was controlling the eccentric well, but I was doing a slow concentric rather than fully wrapping around the chest pad, getting a full stretch and driving my elbows back as far as I could. None of that was happening. These machine high rows, while I was getting a pretty decent stretch here, not gonna lie, pretty decent stretch. This exercise looks a lot like a rear delt row more than anything. I don't really know what I was doing grabbing the outside of the machine instead of the actual handles. Again, a lot of this is just really trying to look cool on Instagram. Standing cable pull down. This one I have a problem with because as much as I thought my lats were like engaging and burning with how slow I was moving, I had nothing to brace against in opposition. And that's like one of the biggest challenges that I have with seeing people do these standing pull downs, kneeling pull downs. What I'm doing here is if I'm not having my knees to brace against something in opposition, I can't be in a strong enough position that's stable enough to actually contract my lat hard with a lot of load. I was probably forced to use really light load here and stabilize my core throughout the whole exercise, which is just distracting me from how well I'm actually hitting my back. Some of these prep workouts were fucking ridiculous, dude. Chest and back. Haman, you were in the way of this one. Fuck you, dude. Look at you. I was still bouncing that around, though. Look at me. Bouncing the bench, up and down, no pause down in the stretch. No full lockout to fully contract my chest. The pull-ups weren't bad.
Me being in the way was the better content.
I agree, dude. Pull-ups, not going all the way down and pausing in the stretch, not bringing my chest up to the ceiling as high as I could. Chest-supported T-bar rows. Oof, I'm just stopping right before it gets juicy, man. On all of these exercises, I'm just going way too heavy. At this point in prep, one of the biggest mistakes that I was making was looking at strength as a metric in my ability to retain muscle tissue. And as a result of doing that, I tried to lift super heavy and keep my loads high to retain my muscle and strength. And slowly but surely over the course of prep, my technique got worse on everything because I was trying to maintain load on about everything. Cable flies, elbows too bent at the bottom, not getting into deep enough stretch. Really just looking to fucking move a lot of weight without actually doing the exercise properly. Here's an arm day. Fuck it, dude, this one's bad. My chest training is the worst. Flat chest press. Was controlling the eccentric pretty well, but still just not getting deep enough. And what happens is, especially with chest movements, I kind of like, what I did is I caught a rhythm. I called it catching my groove. Bringing the weight down, and once I catch my groove of the same momentum, and I get the same little bounce at the end, I'm in the groove, I'm locked in, and I'm just moving. Like it's like dancing, like being on the same fucking rhythm and beat. That's kind of how I was doing my pressing, rather than taking it one slow rep at a time and pausing to get the most out of that movement. Oh, and dude, the range of motion just got so low at the bottom. And then I started doing force reps. This is one of those moments where I was like, weight's way too heavy, but I'm trying to maintain muscle mass because it's late in the prep. I mean, I don't know how you watch me do all this, bro.
We're in a different state of training then.
God. Just, dude, like that range of motion right there is, that's pretty bad, dude.
I remember that too.
Not bad here. This lat pull down's pretty good. The eccentric control is alright. I just could have paused at the top and brought it a little bit higher and a little bit lower to my chest. I was pretty shredded though. This dumbbell hammer press, I don't know what the fuck was going on here. I was like, oh, it feels good to like contract my chest super hard, but I'm not getting stretch. And doing a chest exercise and not getting your chest into a deep stretch, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Fucking 793 people liked that and 85 people saved it though. So shout out to everybody that tried that workout. All right, we got room for like one more. Let's do a leg day. Here we go. Leg press in Jordan 11s. I stacked it out fully with all the plates right after the show, mind you. I still had the fucking spray tan left over, and I'm like, let's go into the gym and let's get fucking strong. I'm gonna go train. Like I got all this food in me. Look at that range of motion, dude. It's a good 8 inches. A good fucking 8 inches, but man, did I feel good putting all that weight up there. A lot of ego lifting. Dumbbell walking lunge. Not bad. I was using a lot of weight here. Can't say that's all too bad. Except the thing with the lunge is it's a very, very, very fatiguing exercise. And to do that right after the leg press, kind of in the middle of a leg day, it pretty much has me fucking dead, especially doing it weighted by the end. So if I were to redesign this, I would maybe start with a leg press. That last part doesn't even get in there. Lying hamstring curl. Not getting into a full stretch, so not locking my knees out to fully stretch the hamstrings. Like, I'm not kicking myself in the ass, man. I'm kicking myself in the ass on full range of motion. Not getting any of that. See, I did walking lunge and then hamstring curl and then got into hack squat. I started with leg press, went into walking lunge. The exercise order here, mind you, A hack squat is a multi-jointed movement. Even if it's a machine, it's still considered a compound exercise. It's going to require the most amount of energy to perform it. So doing that at the beginning is the best thing to do. Doing walking lunges, leg press, and hamstring curl before hack squat is probably getting me to hack squat and being like, I'm fucking dead. I said, no momentum. Keep constant tension throughout. The depth isn't bad here. My thing with constant tension, though, is in comparison to training the full range of motion, by coming through the full range of motion and fully locking out of the top, you could argue that that's not under tension, but also I'm going to be able to hit a little bit more load, do more reps with more load at full range of motion through the set. I'm going to get more out of that than I am staying under tension and only staying in the active, quote unquote, active range of motion where tension and burn is the highest, rather than not going all the way to the bottom, maybe where my glutes are stretched, or not going all the way to the top where my knees are locked out and my quads are no longer stretched. There's still parts of the muscle and the volume of the muscle that can be hit by coming all the way up to the top and all the way up to the bottom, even if the glutes are in stretch at the bottom with the quads. See the calf raise? I'm just gonna not look at this. Well, guys, that's it. Those are my workout videos over the last couple of years. To be honest, I made a fuck ton of mistakes with my training. I didn't really know any better. I was putting out content that I truly believed was valuable. So like, shout out to me for fucking trying, and shout out to me for continuing to keep going. And that's why I wanted to talk about myself and not anybody else in the industry, because I really think that, like, if you're out there and you're making changes in your physique and you're wanting to help other people and you're posting yourself do things to set an example for people and for people to learn from you, I think it's fucking awesome. Like, there's someone out there that you're probably helping, and at some point in time you're going to ultimately learn that what you were posting before probably isn't as good as what you're learning to do now, and that's okay, right? So I think good job, Chad, for trying your fucking hardest and being consistent. That's what's most important. I've learned a lot since then. I used to make a lot of mistakes, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more content like this, drop a like on it. Let me know how you enjoyed it in the comments. And with that in mind, we'll see you in the next one.